Good evening, everyone. Welcome to round number 5 of the ILR1 Formula 1 World Championship, live from the Autodromo Internazionale Monza, situated north of the city of Milan. This 3.6-mile 11-turn circuit has become a classic within the world of motorsport. The Tifosi are out in force once again, hoping that Ferrari can manage to win here, but we'll also be supporting the man in the Renault, Nicolo, as he drives in his home race. Monza always presents us with a classic, and with this, we hope this will be no exception. Good evening, everybody. It's ILR1, of course. Your commentator suit back once again. We're live from Monza. And I'm very excited to get in the commentary box once again. I'm on my own tonight. Evil is away racing Le Mans, actually. So that's where he is. So hoping for an exciting race that he will regret he missed out on. So if they can do that first, that'd be great. Looking at Corsa right now. Corey had a good race last time out in China. Of course, the winner last time out was Ginger Andy, with an amazing strategy to put himself on the medium at the start. And there is the home man right there, Nicolo Felossi, or whatever his second name is, that I cannot remember, but he is the Italian. He's driving in his home Grand Prix here today, and we're very excited. We wish him all the best. The Tifosi, of course, will be egging him on, as well as the Ferrari boys here today. Now, we do know that Bothi Dweller, or Cameron, he's racing with an Italian-themed helmet. If you look closely in the cockpit there, you can see the red, white, and... well, red, white, and green colours there in the manor. On the soft compound tyre, very quick in the speed traps. We're saying 224 miles an hour already. Incredible stuff already. So, going to be in some interesting strategy. We saw some interesting strategy last time out as well. We have 3 compounds of tyre here today. We have the super soft, soft, and medium, same time as last time around. Unless, I believe we would see the guys outside the top 10 perhaps try something a little bit audacious, go on the medium tyre. But we can assume that the guys up the front will either do their runs on the soft or super softs, and if they do go onto the super softs, they'll probably go onto the medium. And other than that, they'll... we got King MJJ off the road in the Red Bull there. Also looks like he has an Italian-themed helmet in the Red Bull there. Very similar anyway. There is Nicolo, doing fastest in the speed trap, 230 miles an hour. Incredible stuff. DRS and slipstream, I'd assume, would have helped that. Let's see if he can string a surprise here in the Renault. Be amazing if he could get himself a pole position on his run in the Renault at home. And let's see what he can do. He's going to set the benchmark, I think, as we have 2 DRS zones here, as far as I'm aware. We have the DRS zone down the main straight, and then one down the back straight towards Ascari. Of course, we have a lot of the famous corners here today. He's going to go third, actually, and right now it is JD in the manor who set the fastest time on those soft compound tyre. So look for those guys in the soft tyre. They'll be in the best position, perhaps, well, if they get themselves up there. But it's currently a manor 1-2. It's Cameron and JD on top at the moment. So they're looking good so far. Of course, there's still 13 minutes left of the session, so that could all change. Anything can happen in Formula 1, and it usually does. So let me know if you are watching. There is Mighty Green Lemon in the Toro Rosso. The Irishman looking for a good result here today. There is Nicolo again. There is Ferrari driver 69. Now he's a guy I haven't seen before. And the Tifosi are on their feet. We can see them cheering as the red car goes by there. Flares being let off. Be careful with the flares, guy. Careful with those flares. There is there's Jask in at the Red Bull on his way up to Ascari. 231 miles an hour. Incredible speed here. And it's very, very quick track, of course. Low downforce setups here. It's a very, very quick track, as I said. But again, it is also the home race for the Toro Rosso crowd, so expect them to be cheering for the little Italian team as well. A little Ferrari, they would usually call them. The Jask heads back into the pit lane. Mr. Crumpet is in the Haas. The number 69, aptly numbered there, my friend. Now, I have just got to open a file, actually, just because I have all my notes and stuff. There is Sir Lane in the other Toro Rosso. A lot of people out on the soft compound tyre, which I'm surprised. I've got a McLaren off there on the super soft tyres. It's either Audio Gorilla or another. So I'm going to get my China notes up so I can make sure I have all the names correct. There is Luke in the Williams. I'll get slowly again to recognise all of the guys in the respective cars. There's the second DRS zone on the way up to Ascari, of course, named after the great Alberto Ascari, who died on that corner while testing. The one time he didn't wear his lucky helmet, or lucky gloves, he crashed there and unfortunately perished. Very, very classic track, this. Built in 1922 in the Brooklands kind of style. And it used to be an oval track, of course. We'll be able to show you the ovals, or the oval section around here. And there's Luke going across the line, doing a 1:23.4. There's Sir Lane in the Mini Ferrari, or the Toro Rosso. Going to come across the line. I think it's going to be a slower lap as far as I can see. Yeah, it's going to be the 23.6. There's Flexi in the Force India on those super soft tyres. We also have Rinka in the Sauber on an outlap there. And then there's Audio Gorilla on his way down to turn 1 in the McLaren Honda. The yellow flag in the first sector. There's someone's gone into the gravel there. There is Corey Dalton in the Mercedes with his Senna-themed helmet, of course. Unfortunately, Hamilton did not win in Azerbaijan. There's a bit of a traffic jam here as Nicolo gets caught behind a Sauber. He's doing okay right now. He's in 6th and he's second quickest in that speed trap in the Renault, so the Renault's looking good. There's Matthew in the Williams. And yes, Sir Lane is in this race in the Toro Rosso. We'll be circling back to him shortly as Matthew heads to the pit lane. Random 369, that's another driver I have not seen going quite slowly, or appears to be going slowly in the Sauber. Luke and then Sir Lane, there he is indeed, coming through the final sector on his way up to Parabolica. Of course, Parabolica was always there from the beginning. In the beginning of Monza in the 20s, this was still here. But of course, this used to carry on straight, and then they used to head on to the banking, which is down. It's actually down to the right. If we will get a look at that, Sir Lane goes 13th. The banking is just to your right as we go to the braking zone. It is there. The guardrail you see on your right there. 4th quickest in the speed trap is Sir Lane. So, Rinka Morris is 15th, and there's Aidan Griffiths in the other Ferrari, and he's going to be looking for a good result here. Winner in Austria, of course. We've had 4 different winners this season, and maybe we may see a 5th here today. Who knows? But Aidan Griffiths, he wants to do it for the Tifosi. A red car on red wall tyres. It all seems good to go. There's King MJJ in the Red Bull on his way out, and Audio Gorilla in the McLaren Honda. And there's Corey on a flying lap right now in the Mercedes. Let's see what he can do. 27.5 first sector as he comes through Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2. And now DRS pops open on the Mercedes. Yellow flag as we have a slow car. There is Luke, pretty happy with his... Oh, he's out, actually, out of the session. Slow cars, of course, will cause those yellow flags. Might have caused Corey to slow down, but he's... Don't think he'll look... Because it doesn't show any signs of slowing down, actually. So, the Brit comes down the back straight towards Parabolica. What can he do? In that Mercedes, he got pole last time out. Can he do it again? He'll get one last pop of DRS as he comes towards the line. It's first place for Corey. He goes on provisional pole for now with 7 minutes to go. It is Cameron in second place in the manner. Oh, big twitch as he came out of the first corner there. And it is Ritson in 4th position in the other Mercedes. So Mercedes looking quite good here today. Of course, Monza with some of the most famous corners in motorsport. And I have to get myself a little page up to remind myself of them all. We're watching Ritson on board as he comes through the second Lesmo. And then down towards Ascari. It's fairly easy corner names. There isn't a lot of corners, that's the thing. It's 11 corners. 11 corners. Yep. So he's coming through Ascari now, and then we have the Parabolica, of course. And then the Retifilio is your first corner, followed by Curva Grande. And then Roggia, Lesmo 1, Lesmo 2, and Seraglio. And there's Luke joining back a bit. So I think JD's been on the dirty side of the track, a bit of marbles on that manor. But it's Corey, it's Dalton up the front right now. A lot of traffic actually out on track right now. He's got a McLaren Honda tailing him and a Red Bull up ahead. So they'll get a distant tow, and it will also help the McLaren behind. Let's see if we can find who that McLaren is. I think he might have headed into the pits actually. I think that was Audio Gorilla. No, it is. Yep, they're all heading back into the pit lane. Ooh, somebody clouded the wall. There's a bit of front wing there. So there's been an accident. Yeah, that was Audio Gorilla. I think he's hit the pit lane wall on the way in. And that has got to be an embarrassing incident. That is not something you want to have in your resume. On board with Botti Dweller as he comes through towards Lesmo. Trying to get a nice camera angle as we go with 5 minutes to go. It's currently Corey up front. Cameron in second. And it is actually Jack in third there in the Red Bull. So it's currently all super softs are your top three at the moment. Ritson is currently fifth in the Mercedes. Ferrari driver, the reserve driver for Ferrari, replacing Paul McGuinness, of course, is in ninth position. King MJJ goes off into the gravel at Ascari, so he's letting his other Red Bull teammate through. Red Bull teammate, of course, is Jack, actually. So he'll have that. Random 369, I believe, is a replacement for Jacko in the Sauber. And there is Luke, the Dutchman in the Williams, in 14th. Sir Lane changed to the super softs. He was on the soft tyres, I thought, before he came out. So, of course, your fastest lap, the lap you set your fastest, the tyres you set your fastest lap on, you start the race on those tires. So he's changed to the super soft. Aidan Griffiths on an out lap in the Ferrari. He needs to pick up that pace if he wants to get a better position than that. 18th. Tifosi, I don't think will be very happy with that. Audio Gorilla comes out on the soft tyre. See if he can go faster. And it's Ritson going top in the Mercedes. So he's popped in front of his Mercedes teammate. So it's a Mercedes 1-2 on super soft tyres. Of course, super soft tyres do not last long around Monza. It's about six or 7 laps is the absolute max you will get out of those. 27 laps of Monza we have today. And I think Ritson would be very happy with that. He heads to the pit lane as a Sauber comes out and a Williams goes across the line. Excuse me. So 1-2 for Mercedes. I'm sure they're very happy right now. JD 6th in the manor right now on super softs. Most people on super softs actually. Nicolo doing a great job. He's currently in 8th, so he might get a top 10 start at his home race in Italy. And there is the Ferrari Botti Dweller. That's Cameron. He's left the session. That's not going to be good for him. Now, where is Aidan Griffiths? There he is on a flying lap, and he's only managing 18th so far. So can the Ferrari get us any further up the field? The Tifosi are surely roaring him on right now to see if he can get any further up the grid. It's a 27.9. That's 0.4 of a second off of the fastest time as far as I know. And he's coming up to Lesmo and flat, well, not flat of course, bit of a lift down 2 gears. It'll feel good in that car with the downforce he has on that car. There's the DRS sign. You'll see the rear wing flap pop open on that car. There it is. Gives it a 10 to 12 kilometer an hour difference in speed as he rises up towards Ascari. 28.4 middle sector. Can he get that Ferrari any further up the grid? It'll be a hell of a thing if he does. The Tifosi will go mad if he does. His teammate, Ferrari driver 69, is further up the grid in 9th position. What can Griffiths do here? Through the Parabolica he comes. Downforce in the car. Feeling very good. And he comes across the line. It's going to be good. It's going to be 13th. It's got only 13th for Aidan Griffiths. The Ferrari is not looking as competitive as it has done in previous Grand Prix. Nicolo 8th. And the Mighty Green Lemon currently 7th. JD 6th. Michael Davis in the Haas is 5th. Jack is 4th. Corza is 2nd. And Ritson currently on provisional pole at the moment. And a lot of people retiring because they're happy with their laps. Michael Davis is going on to a final flying lap. We're going to ride on board with the Haas as he comes down towards the first corner. 225 miles an hour, hitting the brakes at the 150 markup board. Second gear, right, left, and then on the power on the way out of there. And towards the Curva Grande. Absolutely flat they will be through the Curva Grande. Keep it tight to the apex as you like. Tight, tight, tight. And then up towards the second chicane under the Rolex sign. Hard on the brakes. Get it down to third gear. Just careful not to hit the curbs too much. Careful not to hit the gravel on the outside as well. Into Lesmo. Get on the power halfway through that apex. Out onto the green. And then on the brakes again for Lesmo 2. And then down to the second DRS zone. Under the outline sign. Pop the DRS open. Down towards Ascari. Absolutely flat down towards the speed trap. 217, almost 220 miles an hour on the brakes for Ascari. You go a quick right and then a flick left. And he's got a bit of traffic, pulls out of the way for him. And then absolutely flat up to 8th gears and coming out of the Parabolica. Can Michael Davis get the Haas any further up the grid, because he is on soft tyres and he's looking good at the moment. Goes a bit shallow into Parabolica. Could have carried a bit more speed than that. 20 seconds left to go in the session. Michael Davis comes across the line and it's no improvement, but he does go forward and he's looking good. He's looking good so far. He's the only car on the he's got. That's a great qualifying actually from him. And he's going to have a slight advantage as Jack goes a bit shallow through Ascari there. But he's going to have the advantage. He's in the top 5 and he's on the soft compound tyre. Checkered flag comes out for qualifying. We assume that it is Ritson on pole right now. We're going to quit the session and come back. And we're going to come back into the session where we'll be able to spectate a start, which we hope will go to plan, because Monza turn 1 is the absolute definition of the concertina effect. So make sure, let me know, what do you think? Who do you think is going to take it here today? It's looking good for Mercedes here, but what can Nicolo do? He's going to start 8th, I think, on the grid. And it should be an interesting one. The Tifosi, I think, are a little bit dejected with the result from Ferrari in qualifying. So, well, let's see what they can do. We're going to be watching that top right as it'll flick to qualifying results, and then it will flick to our race start, and we will get into the broadcast camera for the formation lap here at Monza. I'm excited. It's my 3rd round, and it's round 5 of the ILR1 season, and it's looking to be a good one. Update on the championship as of now, just as we're waiting in the lobby for the race to start. It is, of course, Corey on top of the podium. Well, not top of the podium, top of the championship right now, by a margin of 5 points over Michael Davis in the Haas, with Aidan Griffiths in 3rd position. But it's a nip and tuck battle between Michael Davis and Corey through the season as of now. Final race will be in Dubai, of course. Still waiting for the results to be confirmed. And we are almost ready to go in Monza. Of course, we wish Nicolo all the best in his home race here in Italy. There he is in the Renault Sport F1 car. What can he do from 8th on the grid? Can he spring a surprise? Can he spring a surprise like Lance Stroll did today in Azerbaijan? So there's all your different nationalities. And a great field of cars here today. A few people still finishing their laps, I assume. So maybe a little while before this gets up and running. But let's sit back and get ourselves psyched and hyped for this race. Qualifying results. There we are. And we'll wait for the spectate button to go a lovely white. So we're waiting for that. And Luke is letting us know he has qualified 19th. Qualifying results, and we should be good to go. And we are about to get underway for Monza. We'll go to the formation lap here. We've just had a stellar race in Azerbaijan earlier today. Can these boys put on a show as much as the guys did? As the guys did earlier today in Azerbaijan. We're almost ready to go here. Yeah, we're going to be on that formation lap, and we're going to look and see. It should be Ritson on pole position, and it is indeed. Ready to get the formation lap underway. Here we go. Red light goes on, and away they go for the formation lap. Mercedes away and lead the formation lap away. So it is Ritson on pole position, Corey in second, with Cameron in third position in the Manor. It is Jask in fourth in the Red Bull, Michael Davis in fifth. He's the first car of the top five to have the soft compound tyre on. And it's going to be Flexi, already removed from the formation lap, in sixth position. Let's quickly check his compound of tyre. It is Super Softs. JD has left the session. That is not a good end to his day. Audio Gorilla, the next car on the soft tyres in the McLaren Honda, will start 7th. JD is, I believe, out of this race. Mighty Green Lemon in 9th position in the Toro Rosso. It's their home race. And that's interesting. Toro Rosso out-qualified the Ferraris. Nicolo at his home race has a top 10 start. He starts 10th in the Renault. Ferrari driver is the first of the Ferraris. The Tifosi will be out in force here today. He'll be starting on the soft compound tyre. First car with tyre choice, King MJJ in the Red Bull, will also start on the soft compound tyre. Rinka in the other... in the Sauber will start on super softs. EFC Matthew will start on the medium compound tyre. So you'll see guys further down the order try this strategy. Sir Lane will start on mediums. Aidan Griffiths in the Ferrari. Where is he? He's removed from the formation lap, also on medium tyres. And Jordan in the Haas will start on the medium tyre. Random 369 on medium, so all of the guys down the back are on medium tyres. As far as we can see, Ritson is coming around the Parabolica. So we have the top 4 starting on super softs, and after that all the guys on soft tyres. And then down from 14th, Matthew is out. So a lot of carnage happening here. And here comes Ritson to pull into his grid slot. And the longer he waits there, the more tyre temperature he loses. So hopefully he doesn't have to wait there too long. And that's hopefully not going to be too much of an issue. Corey pulls in beside him, his Mercedes teammate. They're all forming up on the grid and facing towards turn number 1. It's going to be a concertina effect into turn 1. Who's going to get the run into turn 1? Will it be Corey on the inside line? He's going to be looking to take that lead away. He's leading the championship right now, and we're going to get ready for lights out here in Monza. We're going to wait for the starter's direction. There are those lights, and here we go at Monza. Lights out, and away we go at Monza. And that's a good start from the front row of the grid. Good start from Ritson. Corey, good start. A great start from the Haas of Michael Davis. He's going to go 3 wide, almost 4 wide into turn 1. It's going to be a concertina effect into turn 1. Can Corey launch it up the inside into turn 1? He's going to try it, and they're going to bang wheels, and they're going to concertina into turn 1. They're all getting through cleanly. It looks like Jask up to third, and that, I believe, is that Flexi in fourth. It is indeed in the Force India. So great start from the Force India there, and Michael Davis has dropped down the order in the Haas, and it's going to be quite a way to get back up to the top there. Ritson gets the start he needs, and we see a Manor making a move down further down the order there, and we're going to go back down the order just to see the car. We've got a Sauber off there, and there is yellow flags in that sector as we have somebody off in the background. And there is Aidan Griffiths making his way back up on the Ferraris. He goes wheel to wheel with a Williams there who's lagging around a little bit. And it comes, and Audio Gorilla is out of this session. That is terrible for him. Williams going wide there. I believe that is Luke as Aidan Griffiths sweeps around the outside of him. And here comes the Sauber of Rinka Morris onto the outside towards Ascari. Can he get the move done? He'll go to the outside. No, he can't. Great defense from Williams there. Further up the grid, Ritson still leads, and we've got a car off at Ascari. I think that's Rinka Morris in the Sauber. He's gone off with a Williams, so there's been a collision there. So Ritson leads the pack away after lap 1, followed by Corey in the second Mercedes, and I believe Flexy's lining Jask up here as they come down to turn 1. Can he get the slipstream? And there's Michael Davis lining the Manor up for a move here as well. So it's all kicking off here on lap 1 here in Monza as we see the Ferrari driver. Great start from him up to 9th. He's managed to hold on there. There's Aidan Griffiths in the other Ferrari holding on in the background. So Toro Rosso, the two Italian teams going wheel to wheel here. As Sir Lane attempts to see if he can get past here. He's going to go to the outside as we go to the second chicane. They're on the brakes. Can he get it done? No. Ferrari driver holds that inside line, clouts the curb on the outside. Here comes Sir Lane then. Can he get it on the inside line here? He gives him the room towards Lesmo, and he's going to go up the inside, and they're going to go wheel to wheel. Great stuff from the both of them here. And they're still side by side to come to Lesmo too. Can the Toro Rosso get it done? No. Ferrari driver holds the outside. He's gone to the gravel, and Sir Lane's going to get past there, and I believe Matty Green Lemon has got past there as well, and the other Toro Rosso. Here comes Aidan Griffiths trying to sweep around the outside of the two of them. Here he comes, around the outside of Matty Green Lemon towards Ascari. Can he get it done? No, he can't. So the Toro Rossos are leading the Ferraris here in Monza. Absolute scenes. And the Ferrari's off in the background. That's going to be a big accident. We're going to go back to where it is. And who was that? Was that Aidan Griffiths? It looks like he's got damage on that car. Let's have a look. It's a puncture. It's a rear-right puncture. And bang! He's out of this race. Big impact. That might bring out a safety car. That could be a safety car. Big hit for safety car deployed. Safety car has been deployed, ladies and gentlemen. Ferrari driver. The two Ferraris are out of the session. Unbelievable. Here in Monza. Safety car is out on the track. And yeah, we've got another. It's been an accident actually. So here comes the safety car out of the pit lane, and one of the Manors has made a stop. Unbelievable. Now we have got a sound glitch unfortunately, so we'll have to deal with that unfortunately. So Ritson, this will help them save fuel on lap 3. Unbelievable. Two Ferraris out in the space of one lap. Ferrari driver looks like he hit the wall. Unfortunately, there is a sound glitch, which is quite annoying. We'll see if we can solve that eventually. Expect to see some stops here. So here they come. They will join behind the safety car. They will have to stick to a prescribed delta for now, as they pick up the stricken car of Aidan Griffiths and Ferrari driver. And that car is sitting broken on the side of the track. There's the debris from it. I thought it would bring out a safety car, and it has indeed brought out one. So let's see who takes the bait and comes in for a safety car stop. Expect a lot of them. Ritson will come in the pit lane, and I believe Corey will too. Let's see how many will come in. Yeah, a lot of drivers coming in. Flexy will stay out, and who else is going to come in? Ritson is in. He goes on to the medium compound tyre. They're going to double stop the Mercedes here. And that's also one of the Red Bulls in. Michael Davis looks like he's in as well. Jask is on the medium tyres. He's been held for a long time there. That looks like Corey's gone on the soft tyres. The different strategies for the Mercedes. And that's Red Bull onto the medium tyres. Anyone on the medium tyres is going to go to the end. Michael Davis, Nicolo gone onto the medium tyre as well. So because of that, that means that Flexy, I think, leads the Grand Prix, as they will go and try to catch up to the safety car, wherever the safety car may be, as he goes off the track a little bit there. There is Sir Lane now on the medium compound tyre, now in 3rd position. So looking good for Toro Rosso here. Rinka in 9th there. There is Corey, sat behind him in 10th position. Safety car is still out as of this moment. We will expect 3 laps of safety car driving here. So let's go to... Oh, excuse me, sorry, it's Matthew who leads the way now in the Williams. So he started on the medium tyre. That's given him a huge advantage. The safety car has really helped him here. So there is the Mercedes-AMG SLS safety car leading the field down towards turn 1. They've got a lot to make up here. Flexi has to... He's come in, forcing they're going to strap a set of mediums, new set of boots for him, and away he goes. Mr. Crumpet is on mediums. He's going to go to 2nd, I think, because of that. I should stop saying Mr. Crumpet. That's Dan Clark in the Haas there. There is debris still on the track there. So, your field at the moment, let's just go to 1st position here. It's all a bit mixed up because of stops. So, it's Matthew who leads the way from Sir Lane in the Toro Rosso, followed by Dan Clark in the Haas, followed by Luke in 4th position. That's a great way. Williams have really nailed the strategy here as well. Luke started 19th and he's up to 4th because he started on those medium tyres, so it's worked well for him. Cameron in the Manor is 5th, Ritson is 6th, Flexi is 7th after his stop, Rinke is 8th in that Sauber, and Corey is 10th in this Mercedes on an all-pan tyre. Jask is 11th in the Red Bull, Michael Davis is 12th in the Haas, Nicolo is 13th in the Renault, Randoms is in 14th in the Sauber, Audio Gorilla is 15th in the McLaren Honda, Mighty Green Lemon 16th in the Toro Rosso, King MJJ is 17th, Matthew is back in the lead of the Grand Prix, of course, under safety car. Safety car out, of course, because there was a crash involving Aidan Griffiths in the Ferrari. Ended up in the wall, unfortunate incident. Puncture on the right rear, looked like contact with his teammate perhaps, and it all ended in tears. So, this will mean that anybody who's on the mediums should be able to go to the end in theory, but of course it could help Corey because he's on the soft compound tyre, and this safety car will help him preserve those tyres. So perhaps it could be, could help him here. Tyre temperature, of course, critical here behind the safety car, because safety car, of course, it is a high performance road vehicle, but of course you've got very, very advanced pieces of technology behind you. The Formula 1 cars, they're built to go a lot faster than this. This is them coasting in 2nd gear, and that driver in the Mercedes safety car is driving as fast as he can to make sure these guys keep up as much tyre temp and brake temp as they can. But Matthew, this is a huge break for him. He's leading the Grand Prix in the Williams, followed by Sir Lane in the Toro Rosso, followed by Dan Clark in that in that Haas. And there is his Williams teammate. Luke is in 4th position in that Williams. Safety car looks like no sign of it coming in just yet. Perhaps one more lap behind it. Look for those lights going solid, or lights going out, should I say. And safety car looks like it's coming in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Matthew will get to back that field up. He'll back the field up as much as he can, allow the safety car to get into the pit lane, get a safe distance, and he controls the pace of the field before we head back to full-time racing here in Monza. Matthew leads the field in the Williams, followed by Sir Lane, followed by Dan Clark in the Haas. He's going to back that field up and make sure he gets the restart he needs. He's not accelerating just yet. He's going to get, I believe he'll wait to just the middle of Parabolica and accelerate out of the Parabolica. And we're waiting for Matthew to get on the power here. And I believe he's gone. Here we go, back to green flag racing in Monza. Good restart from Sir Lane. So let's see what Sir Lane can do here. In 2nd place in the Toro Rosso, we're back to green flag in Monza. And Sir Lane's about to put him under massive pressure here. But he's going to be under pressure from Dan Clark and the Haas behind. And here comes the Haas. Can he get it done? He's gone straight on. Matthew's gone straight on a turn 1 lockup. Disaster! Disaster! Sir Lane goes into the lead of the Grand Prix. Dan Clark looks like he's trying to get around the outside here. And Luke is going to go to third position. That's a disaster for the Williams there. Toro Rosso lead in Italy. Unbelievable. Dan Clark's all over the back of him here as we go to turn number 2. Turn number 3, should I say. Through they go. Dan Clark's beginning to put the pressure on to go to Lesmo here. He's looking to the inside. Let's see if he can get it done. No, he can't. Sir Lane, unbelievable. He's leading the Grand Prix in a Toro Rosso. The Tifosi are on their feet. Even if it is a Toro Rosso and not a Ferrari, both Ferraris are out now. They've got to cheer on the little Ferrari from Maranello. And they're, I believe, Manor is about to make a move. It looks like Cameron in the Manor is looking to get past Luke here. He is going to try into Ascari. No, he can't. And that is Random's gone out of the race in the Sauber. Sir Lane's beginning to pull a gap, you know. This is a huge opportunity. Has somebody gone off in the background? Yeah, that's a Red Bull gone off in the background. That is Jask out of the race. That could bring out another safety car. That's a big impact in the wall for the Red Bull there. This could bring out another safety car. Let's see. Oh, there's a bit of banging going on through Parabolica. That's a Manor coming in. Contact perhaps. And here's the 2 Mercedes about to go at it here. Let's see if we can get to them there. Let's go to Ritson. He's under pressure from his teammate here. Corey goes to the outside as we go into turn number 1 here at Monza. Soft tyre versus medium tyre. They're all concertinaing into turn 1. It's all heating up here at Monza. And it is Sir Lane who leads the way in the Toro Rosso. Flexi beginning to put Luke under pressure now in the Williams. Let's go to the Force India as he tries to get past here. Lock up from the Williams as Ritson begins to pile the pressure on the Force India. He bounces over the curbs. That's going to affect his exit here. Perhaps Corey can try something here. But DRS not enabled just yet. Dan Clark is just trying to keep pace with the Toro Rosso here as they come through Lesmo 2. Let's see if the DRS pops open. Flexi's going to have it. And into the slipstream. Here comes Flexi in the Force India here. Can he make a move? And in the background, we got another one making a move here. That's Michael Davis up the inside of Corey into Ascari. Has he got it done? Yes, he has. So that's going to put a hamper on his race here. Unbelievable stuff here in Monza, and here comes Ritson to try and take 4th away from Flexi up the inside into Parabolica. This might not work. They'll hold it around the outside, and someone's gone straight on there, I think, or was that a lock on? A lock up, should I say? And here we go. Yeah, green flag. Somebody has gone off in the background. Here comes Ritson, has got back around. Let's see if Flexi can come back at him into turn number 1 here. He's going to see if he can chuck it to the inside. Michael Davis beginning to pile the pressure on these guys. He's got between himself and Corey. That's for the championship. That's going to affect Corey's lead in the championship, of course. 9 laps completed, and somebody thinks has hit a board back there. Ooh, and Dan Clark now still sticking with Sir Lane up the front here. Through turn 2 they come. And everybody within the same shot. Audio Gorilla's caught up to these guys as well in the McLaren Honda, and he's beginning to put the pressure on Corey here. Dan Clark looks like he's starting to threaten Sir Lane's lead, but Ritson's closing up to these guys now as well. So keep an eye on all those battles behind. You'll see them all. Corey's looking to get past the Haas of Michael Davis there. Good exit from Dan Clark as he lags all over the place for us there. Ritson begins to threaten the Haas here. Flexi, and there is Michael Davis about to get under pressure, and he's beginning to line up Flexi there actually. So here he comes then, and that looks like a bad exit from Dan Clark there as they look to get past DRS open, and Ritson will be under no circumstances can he defend, and through they go past Dan Clark. He's got a problem on that Haas car for definite. Ritson goes to second, Flexi the third now, and he's beginning to put the pressure on Ritson actually. So a problem on the Haas car there has meant that he's dropped down 2 positions. Perhaps it was just overspeed from the car. Here comes Flexi. He's really putting the pressure on Ritson here as they go into turn number 2, or turn number 3 should I say, apart from Curva Grande, if you call that a corner. Sir Lane still leads the way. There's Audio Gorilla beginning to put the pressure on Corey there. He's trying to look up the inside of the Mercedes. The soft tires are not working on that Mercedes. So very, very, very surprising there. Oh, as he lags about the place there. Flexi He's dropped back behind as Michael Davis gets the DRS on him. And here comes Ritson then. He's beginning to put the pressure on Sir Lane up front here. Ritson hasn't had a great season so far. And I believe, is that Corey going off in the background? That looked like he got on the grass a little bit. Here comes Audio Gorilla to the outside at Parabolica. Can he get it done? Yes, he can. And he's gone round Corey. And he's not going to be happy with that. Will Corey? He will not be happy at all. Ritson up the front. Can he get a run on Sir Lane up the front? Overspeed on the Mercedes, and here comes Michael Davis on Flexi in the background up the inside. No, he backs out of it at the last moment, and it's all concertinaing into turn number 1. It's all heating up. This is the top 4 in one shot here. ILR1 are putting on a show, and here comes Corey trying to get back past the the McLaren Honda around the outside through Curva Grande, and he's going to be on the inside into this turn number 3 here. He's not going to be able to get that done. Meanwhile, Sir Lane is going to lose the lead into Lesmo, and Ritson goes into the lead of the Grand Prix. And here comes Sir Lane trying to cut back in him here, and Flexi's going to be on the outside through Lesmo too, and he's got it. So Flexi into second place, and Michael Davis is going to come past as well with DRS. It's all going crazy here at Monza, and here comes Michael Davis. Can he get past? No, he can't. Ritson is in the lead of the Grand Prix, and he's going to surge away in that Mercedes, or attempt to at least Flexi. Fantastic place in second there. Sir Lane still doing an incredible job in third position there in the Force India, and Michael Davis in fourth position. And Corey not able, well, he's breaking away from Audio Gorilla, but he's got a lot to make up. He's on the soft tyres. Surely he's going to have to stop again for mediums. Here comes Michael Davis on Sir Lane. Sir Lane into the pit lane. So strange stuff. What? Let's keep an eye on Sir Lane here. Or we should see a move up ahead, actually. I believe that's Flexi with DRS. Right, Mighty Green Lemon out of this race as well. Let's go back to Sir Lane. What's he gone on to? He's going on to soft tyres. So a different strategy for the Toro Rosso team there. He's done a great job. He's led the race. But now he goes back. Meanwhile, up the front, Ritson and Flexi going at it here. Michael Davis now third. None of these guys have won a race this year as far as I know. So we could see a fifth different winner here today. Flexi is putting the pressure on Ritson. So let's see, into the DRS zone. Ritson will not have DRS, Flexi will, and so will Michael Davis will get the benefit of a double toe. Here comes Flexi in the Force India. He'll go to the inside towards Ascari. Here comes the Force India, Flexi up the inside into Ascari, and they're going to go side by side, and they're going to make it work, and Flexi goes through. Fantastic move from the Force India. And here comes Michael Davis to take away second if he can in the Haas. To the outside to Parabolica. Can he make it work? And can Ritson come back around the outside? Will go Michael Davis into Parabolica. Can he make it work? Or will they hold on? He does it. Wow. This will give Ritson DRS though, and here comes Michael Davis in the Haas to see if he can take away the lead of the Grand Prix here. Here comes Ritson. Can he get the position back? No, he can't. Flexi leads the Grand Prix in the Force India. And there's Corey. He's made up great positions there in the Mercedes. What a fantastic race this is. And we are at the halfway mark as far as I know. We're almost there. It is a thrilling race here. Michael Davis has got past. Yeah, he has got past. And he's now beginning to challenge Flexi. He will have DRS in the back straight here. So this will all play into the hands of the Britman here, of the man from the United Kingdom. In the American car, Flexi trying to break away. Ritson will have a double toe in that Mercedes. Excuse a voice crack there. Excuse me. And here they come. Ritson not quite close enough just yet, but Michael Davis making up great ground on the Force India there. But Sam doing a great job in the Force India. He's pulling away to just give himself a good gap, and that was a mistake from Ritson there. Corey's going to be putting him under pressure here as we come closer to the end of the race. Wow, you cannot catch your breath in this Grand Prix. Flexi leads, Michael Davis second, and Ritson third, now beginning to come under pressure from his Mercedes teammate. These guys started on the front row of the grid and they're now in third and fourth. DRS wide open on the Mercedes. They're not quite close enough to get a effect out of it, But my god, what a race this is turning out to be. Meanwhile, further down the grid, Sir Lane, he's on a soft compound tire, ultimate strategy. Mr. Crumpet is 9th in the other Haas. Luke 10th now on the super softs. Nicolo just outside the point in 11th at his home Grand Prix. Rinka 12th. Matthew is 13th. And that actually rounds out your grid. So only 13 drivers remain. Plenty of retirements. Flexi, Sam doing an excellent job in the Force India. Hasn't won a race this year, and he's on course to do it, actually. These guys are on the medium tyres and doing an incredible job. Michael Davis will have DRS, of course, as we come down this section here. They're breaking away from the Mercedes duo here. And this could end up being interesting. One safety car this race, of course, for the accident involving Aidan Griffiths on this back straight here. Incredible stuff here as twitch from the McLaren in the background. He's going to be under pressure, I think, from the Red Bull of King MJJ here in the coming laps. So yeah, he's closing in on those mediums. A little bit shallow, and I believe that was Corey going wide. Is there a problem? He's got a puncture. He's got another puncture. It's going all wrong for Corey this year. It's another puncture in 2 successive races. Those softs have gone too far. Left front puncture on the Mercedes. And what's he going to go on to now? Surely a set of medium tyres. Indeed, it is a set of medium tyres. It's all gone wrong again for Corey. He's pushed those tyres too far, and it's bit him once again. Flexi still leads, but his mirrors are being filled as you can see there by the Haas of Michael Davis. Michael Davis is very close this time around. 15 laps completed out of 27, and I think we could see another lead change here. And here we go then. DRS open on the Haas. Or has he got DRS? No, he hasn't. He wasn't quite close enough that time around through the activation point. But another disaster. This is huge. This will mean Michael Davis will lead the championship if it stays the way it is. Unbelievable. There's bits of Aidan Griffith's car along the barrier. And it is heating up in Monza. Now, has he got DRS this time around? Down the activation point they will go. Will we see a flap open on that Haas? No, we don't. So he's not close enough. Well, I think he is. It's just not showing on our screens for some reason. And there is Ritson getting that DRS. The three-way battle for the lead here. Who can manage their tyres the best? Where has Corey come out, actually? He's come out in... I just can't see because there's a message in the way. He's come out in 8th position. I believe there's a little bit of a gap or a battle heating up between King MJJ and, of course, Audio Gorilla. But back up to the front is where we put our focus here. Let's see if Michael Davis can get the DRS this time. He's 0.7 of a second away. Surely he's got it this time. But he lost a bit of time through Les mode there. DRS, it is open, so he has got it this time. Perhaps he forgot to open it last time. We'll give him a little bit of a boost in speed as we go down through Ascari. Very quick laps of Monza, of course. 1:20. Used to set much quicker laps would be set next year or this year, of course, because of the new era of Formula 1. Down they come, and Flexi is managing that gap very well. No DRS for Michael Davis. Excuse me, sorry, he does have DRS. And he will close in, but he's just doing enough to stay ahead that the DRS doesn't affect him too much. Michael Davis has had 1 second this year. That was at Austria. And that was when Aidan Griffiths took the win. So to the championship board we go. And we've had a win for... Yeah, Paul McGuinness has had a win. Corey's had a win. Of course. Yeah, Aidan Griffiths has had a win, and Ginger Andy's had a win. So none of these guys have won a Grand Prix this year, as far as I can see. Yep, they haven't had a win. Unless Aidan Griffiths had that win taken away from him. So, another lap completed, and no changes as of yet. Further down the order, let's see, Audio Gorilla, he's put a gap between himself. Well, there's Sir Lane, so we assume King MJJ has made a stop and has gone on to the soft tyre, as far as I can see there. No, he's on the medium tyre. Excuse me. Corey is catching Dan Clark in the Haas. Not quite the Haas he wants to be catching, but it's a Haas nonetheless. Oh, and indeed, Ritson has got past. I believe they made a stop. Yes, they have. Ritson onto soft tyres. So so Ritson has beat him has he beat him in the pit lane? Yes, he's beat him in the pit lane. So Michael Davis, he's gone into another set of mediums. And Ritson onto a set of soft tyres. So changes up the front. And Corey has got past these two. Indeed, he has. So Flexi out the front. Will he make a stop? Let's see then. Through Parabolica. Watch the Force India. Will he come in? He's got enough of a gap, I think, to come in. And he's in. Flexi in from the lead of the Grand Prix. Will he? I think it will be a set of soft tyres for him, I would predict. Where is Ritson on track? He's coming up to Parabolica. This is going to be tight. In there comes soft tyres bolted onto the Force India. And out he comes. Ritson is coming out of Parabolica. He'll have the momentum. And Flexi, he's not left the pit lane as of yet. There he is. He's going to emerge. It's got to be tight between these two. I think Flexi might just have it, or will Ritson get him on the brakes? Up the inside, Flexi! Oh, Ritson just gets him, I think. Oh, there's contact, and Michael Davis will get the lead then. Oh, it's all gone wrong there, Flexi into the gravel trap. And now, bit of a squeeze on the exit from the Mercedes, and that's all gone wrong. That is the opposite of what he wanted there. So Michael Davis leads the way in the Haas. And for once, that has gone well. That has gone well. In his mind. But he's on a harder compound tyre to that of Ritson. So this will be interesting with 8 laps to go next time around. Can Flexi get the pace on? He's also on soft tyres. Don't count him out just yet in the Force India. He's had a number of good results here. Can he pull another one here? Sir Lane doing a good job in 4th. Led the Grand Prix for a little while. And there is Corey under pressure from the McLaren Honda of Audio Gorilla. Coming up to Parabolica. He's going to be on the defensive here. Here comes the McLaren Honda up the inside. No, he can't. Shuts the door in his face. And through they come. He'll have DRS, of course, so this should be an easy pass for him. He's already alongside. Watch the DRS flap. And open it will go. And through goes Audio Gorilla into 5th position here. And a lock-up from Sir Lane there. Michael Davis still leads the way. But he's getting caught rapidly by Ritson. And where is Flexi? There he is. He's hoping that these guys have an entanglement. And take each other off. But Ritson has caught him very quickly indeed in that Mercedes. And he will have DRS down this back straight on board with Michael Davis as he attempts to hold off the charging Mercedes of Ritson. I think it's going to be a lost cause. But he's got a good exit out of that last corner there, Lesmo 2. So he's not going to be quite close enough, is Ritson. Michael Davis, a hard man to pass. Here we go then. He's got a good run out of Ascari. So they will come to 7 laps to go. And perhaps we could see a change of leadership here. Of course, this is all allowing Flexi to close up in the Force India. 7 laps to go then. And watch the DRS flap open on the Mercedes. This is going to be surely a move for the leader. Is he close enough? Yes, he is. Here comes Ritson for the lead of the Grand Prix. Up the inside of Michael Davis into turn 1. Can he get it done? Michael Davis tries to hold that inside line. It's a lost cause, though. Ritson goes through to the lead of the Grand Prix in the Mercedes. Great move from him. Flexi is beginning to see if he can try and close up on these guys. I think he is closing in on these guys. Ritson can now see if he can charge away and see if he can take a win here in Monza. But how long can those soft tyres last? We saw Corey. He pushed them too far and he got a puncture, so he's got to watch them. He can't push too hard. Of course, that Haas will be filling his mirrors. He's on the medium tyre. He's got a little bit of advantage when it comes to tyre life, but not when it comes to pace. He has still got DRS, and once he stays within that DRS range, he can stick with them. And Flexi is catching these guys, interestingly. It's all heating up in Monza. In the scorching heat of Italy. South of Milan. Sorry, north of Milan, excuse me. But what a fantastic race it has been so far. We'll have 6 laps to go this time around. And Michael Davis is half a second away from Ritson. I think he could challenge into turn 1, you know. Or get himself close enough at least. He goes past the lapped Sauber. And DRS open on the Haas. And Flexi is closing in. So this is not over. It's a Mercedes versus a Haas versus a Force India. And Corey not able to get past that McLaren Honda. And this will mean, I believe, Michael Davis will take the lead in the championship. It's a redemption day for Ritson as far as he's concerned. Looks like we had someone in the gravel trap there. Dust being kicked up. Through they go through Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2. Watch those DRS flaps open. I think Flex is within DRS range of Michael Davis here. Let's go on board with the Force India. I think he is, you know. Watch the flap open, and he is in DRS range. So Flexi has caught these guys, and already you can see Ritson trying to go a little bit defensive. We'll have 5 laps to go next time around. Oh, this is getting spicy here in Monza. A three-way battle for the lead for the 5th different winner of this season. Unbelievable season. Two guys on the soft tyres, 1 on the medium tyre. Who's going to come out on top? Haas, Force India, or Mercedes? Here we go. 5 laps to go. It's a last sprint to the finish between these guys. DRS open on the Haas. DRS open on Flexi's car. And down to turn number 1 they will go. And into a train they will go. A truly train, you may call it. Ritson, bad exit, almost, it looked like, out of that turn. And it looks like Dan Clark came out of the pit lane. He's coming out of the pit lane in the Haas. And down towards the second chicane they come. Michael Davis's mirror is filled with a Force India. And Ritson's mirror is filled with both of these guys. So he's not going to be feeling comfortable. Perhaps the tire's starting to go off a little bit, perhaps. As we have 4.5 laps to go. Bad exit from Ritson there. DRS open on the Haas. DRS open on the Force India. Here they go towards Ascari. It's not quite long enough, that DRS section. Lexi right behind to make a move. And it'll be interesting to see when we come to the long straight who's going to come out on top. Down they come. Flexi's really starting to challenge Michael Davis here as the McLaren twitches once again out of Ascari. And here they go. Flexi looks like he's going to challenge as we go down to turn 1. DRS open on both cars again. And I think Flexi's going to get him here. Unless it cancels him out. Let's see if we can get him on the brakes. Down into turn 1. Here they come. No, he's going to hang behind for another lap perhaps. Bouncing over the curbs, the 2 cars go nose to tail. Ritson has just got a small gap now with 4 laps to go. But we still don't know who's going to win this race. It's almost similar to Austria with just 1 extra car. Michael Davis is familiar with this. Following Aidan Griffiths around for 5 laps, just couldn't get past him. And perhaps this may be the case again, but he gains time through Lesmo, and you can see how close he gets. And the exit he gets is astonishing. So, DRS, I think this is going to be a challenge for the lead. Here we go, down to Ascari. Michael Davis looking for the lead of the Grand Prix in the Haas. And here we go then, up the inside into Ascari. Can he get it done? Side by side they will go. And Michael Davis around the outside, and he'll get it. Michael Davis into the lead of the Grand Prix with 3 laps to go. And Flexi's going to be challenging Ritson here as they go towards the Parabolica. He'll have DRS, but so will Ritson. Blue flag's been waved for the Williams as they go into a battle as well down the back. That's going to be, I believe, Matthew and Nicolo, I think, up ahead. Yes, it is, and that is going to be Matthew through, and Ritson looking for a way up the inside. He's not going to get it, though, and Flexi's almost touching the gearbox of Ritson as we have 3 laps to go in Monza. Unbelievable stuff. And yes, it has been a fantastic battle for the win, and it's not over. So, keeping with the lead group here, Michael Davis leads the way in the Haas as he comes to a lapped Renault. That is me, actually. And Michael Davis, he's got a small gap, which is just what he needs. It's over a second. Sorry, we're going to switch back to Flexi. Audio Gorilla's catching these guys, you know. He's only just there. But I don't think he's going to be close enough to challenge as we go to 2 laps to go. It's an incredible battle for the lead here today. Can this be our 5th different winner this year? I'm not sure if Michael Davis has had a win this year. I don't think he has. So this is going to be our 5th different winner. Do correct me if I am wrong. But Flexi back with DRS, or should I call him Sam? Ritson will also have DRS on the Haas of Michael Davis ahead. He dips out of the slipstream to catch a bit of clean air. Out comes Luke in the Williams after making a stop there. 2 laps to go in Monza. Battle for the lead is a 3-way one. Leaves fly off the trees from the downforce of these cars. Flexi all over the back of the Mercedes here. Michael Davis able to pick up time through Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2 and able to keep a gap ahead of these guys. But who's going to get second is the question. Ritson or Flexi? As they come to a lapped Williams up ahead, I believe. Indeed. And here they go then, on to the final lap of the round number 5 in Monza. Not quite over, but Michael Davis is just out of DRS range, and I think he's doing enough to hold on. Here comes Flexi. This is do or die now for the Force India man. Can he do it? I think he might try a lunge on the brakes here into turn 1, perhaps. Ritson's gonna go a bit late on the brakes. Flexi not quite able to get in front there. But Michael Davis is on his way to a victory here. An unexpected one at that. The only man to start on the soft tyre in 5th. Ritson started on pole. He's doing a great job, but he's under all sorts of pressure from the Force India behind. And he's all over him here as we go to Lesmo 1. Not quite. And they are side by side. We go to Lesmo 2. Up the inside goes Flexi, and he's done it. Into second place in the dying moments of the race. And there's a Williams going off in the background. I think that's it. Has Ritson blown a tyre? He has. It's all gone wrong for the Mercedes. We feared it, and he's blown a tyre on the last lap. Unbelievable. Both Mercedes blowing a tyre on the final lap. Michael Davis comes through Parabolica. He's driven a fairy tale race here today in the Haas. Unbelievable. Michael Davis wins in Monza. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well done. What a fantastic race that was indeed. Sam will pick up second in the Force India. Corey will get fourth. And I believe it will be... we'll get confirmation of all those results a little bit afterwards. I think Audio Gorilla got third, actually, in the McLaren. Ritson comes across the line with a blown tyre. He comes across in sixth. Heartbreak on the final lap. Can you believe it? You can't make it up. And there's Cameron coming across the line in seventh. And we will have a few more runners to come across the line as of yet. Michael Davis. Stunning win. And our fifth different winner of the season. Nicolo, he's going to get points at his home race. Fantastic job from him. He's delighted. You can see him weaving back and forth points at home in Italy. Toro Rosso will finish behind Sir Lane, I believe that is. And Luke is the final man to come across the line in 11th, just outside the points. People, we need to take a breath. Michael Davis wins in Italy. Flexi second. Audio Gorilla will pick up third after Ritson blows a tyre. Corey finishes fourth. King MJJ fifth. Bothy Dweller seventh. Nicolo 8th, Sir Lane gets 9th, and Rinke gets the final point for Sauber in 10th position. What an unbelievable race. Both Ferraris out of the race after a crash, and Jask out of the race as well after an accident as well. But round 5 has delivered an incredible battle, an incredible race. And that is going to be it until next week. We're going flying out to Bahrain next week, and we hope you will join us then. So from all of us here in the commentary box at ILR1, we did hope you enjoy the race. What a fantastic battle, and we'll see you all next time. Bye bye.